Hello, everybody! I am back once more with another awesome run today. And today, I have Resident Evil performed by RazorDak, alongside two special guests with us. RazorDak, would you like to introduce yourself alongside our special guests?
Yes, I would love to. Thank you, Sloth. So my name is RazorDak, amateur Resident Evil speedrunner. And joining us today is actually Pablo Kuntz and his son, Lex Arnold. And Pablo Kuntz is actually the original voice actor for Albert Wesker, our favorite Resident Evil bad guy. Pablo, would you and Lex Arnold like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, we're coming to you live from the UK, Southeast England.
Yeah, UK. That's
Yes.
different.
And nice Sunday afternoon. Couldn't be happier joining the RE2, which is RE1 today, right?
RE1, yeah.
That's right.
We're going back to RE1.
Yeah, this is what because we're now playing RE2. In fact, we played last week for the first time RE2. I know it's going to sound weird for you guys. I think the first time, but kind of a long story. I only discovered Resident Evil recently, and we're doing all these gameplays. So Resident Evil is a very big part of our life. Like every week, gosh.
Yeah,
all the time.
every weekend is Resident Evil that edit record.
Yeah, amazing. So Lexon just finished doing Chris 100% best ending, and you did it in how long?
Just under 6 hours.
6 hours. So
Well, that's awesome.
I think we're gonna probably be a bit faster this time around,
But Jill was like 13 hours, 14 hours.
but like true first timer kind of situation, right? So
Well, I cannot blame you for that. I will try to be less than 6 hours.
okay, right. Could be a long night.
We'd appreciate that.
That is my friend Ward Sexton who did that Biohazard. I recognize his voice straight away.
Oh, really? Oh, he did the Biohazard line?
That is definitely Ward Sexton. Biohazard.
That is
Yeah,
awesome. That is a cool little thing right there.
I know him personally. Good guy. He
That's
lives in the
awesome.
States now, but for many years he lived in Japan and yeah, it's good. I don't know many of the people. Oh, here we come.
Well, first I'll explain what I'm going to do. All right, so this is Resident Evil 1, 1996. It's on PC. It's the Japanese version. The reason why it's the Japanese version is because the text lines go by faster. So when you're speedrunning the game, every little advantage you can find, you take advantage of it.
Yeah, Matt RPD told us that one.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So I'm going to be
They all
playing.
use the Japanese text.
So Chris is my favorite RE1 character. I love Jill. I do love Jill. I'm going to be skipping by scenes, by the way. So that's just kind of part of the speed running. There's some scenes you can skip, some you cannot skip. Like, you can't skip this one right here. You just have to kind of watch it out. There's a few of them that's unskippable. But I'm going to be playing as Chris, standard run. It's basically knife only until I get to the first Tyrant fight, and then I use a handgun on the Tyrant. So that's the only
You use
time.
a handgun on the Tyrant, really?
Yeah. You'll
Wow.
see. Yeah, you'll see. It's
Wow.
kind of interesting stuff.
Like knifing Plant 42.
Oh yeah. I will be knifing Plant 42, and Plant 42 is actually not even the biggest pain. The biggest pain to me is this guy right here. You'll see. It's RNG. Sometimes he just has a mind of his own, so you have to hope he cooperates. So you knife him 2 times, and if you're lucky, he'll fall. Oh, this is honestly the best you can get. This is as good as it's going to get, because he likes to run on his own. And so...
No, so you...
That's cool.
So you kind of run around, you run by these guys, you just want to vomit on you.
You just like shoulder nudged him.
Chris
Yeah, he's got a...
Oh.
There's... In the entire run, there is about 3 to 4 zombies that you actually have to interact with in some way. You can try to slide past them, or you can knife them, and you do what's called a knife pause, where you knife them, and as soon as you connect, you pause and unpause, and it kind of stuns the zombie for a second. It's just a speedrunning tactic. But so my goal is to beat it in under 44 minutes. I am going to do a bit of a safer run because there's a couple of areas where, as a speedrunner, they're just reset points. Because if you make a mistake, then you get bitten or something like that, and you just go, this run is over with already, I need to restart. So I'm going to avoid...
Yeah, when you get by that snake, apparently,
that
you have to go back.
That is exactly the biggest one, to be honest, is Yawn 1, I call it, the first fight with Yawn.
What should I do now?
Right.
Yeah, I was trying to think of his name, I forgot it.
Yeah, he's got to think sleepy.
How about letting me
Yes, exactly right, which...
Yeah,
if I saw him in real life, I'd probably be wide awake.
I understand. For now.
You'd think so, actually. You'd think so.
Since there are a lot of
Yawn.
chemicals in this room,
Why yawn? I mean, because when you yawn, your mouth goes big. Is that the idea? Is that why the name? Like,
Maybe you're onto
Oh,
something,
yeah.
Pablo.
you know, is that the? Because it's a big mouth, you know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
know
is
what?
a
Maybe
big
that's
mouth.
exactly why.
Perhaps.
Let's see. So,
You're just running past all of them.
what?
Running past all of them.
Yeah, no, we interacted with so many of these, you know, zombies, and you need to try and kill him, but you're just he's just like motor past them because he can go fast. I mean, he got to go fast. He's Sonic.
Well, what's funny is, so when I'm 30 years old now, okay, and you may not like this, Pablo, but when I was like 5 years old, this game came out, and
Right.
it scared me so much, and I used to watch my brother play it, and I watched him play the first three. I was too scared, I was too scared to play any of them, but I watched him play these, and I've always been so enamored, and I just loved it. So one of the reasons why I like speedrunning is because I can take this game that used to scare the heck out of me, and I just basically like conquer it, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just running by these zombies, I don't care, like, oh, you guys leave me alone, I'm running by you, you guys just do your own thing. Chris, I mentioned RNG earlier. RNG means random number generator. It's just like some games you can't manipulate what the game does. Like in this run, I can do certain things to make certain things act a different way, but there's other things that you cannot do that. So like that first zombie at the statue, he's random. You can't really do anything to make him do what you want. You just have to hope he cooperates with you.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And then just talking about that zombie there, like you did 2 slashes and he was down.
well, see,
Is
that's
there-
actually. Oh, go ahead.
Which was the best thing you could have had, right? That was the best,
That-
the best situation, right?
It really was.
But and then is that a 1 in 8 chance, a 1 in 4 chance? Do you know? Like, is that how many different?
I don't know what like the variables are, but what I will say is the reason why he's RNG is because he can either take 3 slashes, you have to knife him 3 times to get him to fall down. He might go a different route than you expect him to go. So he might like run off to the side and then you have to stand there waiting for him. Or he might fall in front of the statue. So watch this. This zombie right here you normally run by. And actually, look at that. See, bam.
You may as well.
When you're speed running, that zombie, you run a certain route and you run into the corner and you run right by him. However, he's very uncooperative, so he'll bite you a lot if you don't take the right route. So he's a really frustrating point for me, I'm not gonna lie. I get really agitated. See, look at that. I almost got too lazy, he almost grabbed me. I'm gonna knife this zombie right here. I'm gonna do that pause cancel. So see, I just hit him, I pause it, and I can just run right by him.
Oh, now did you learn that yourself, or somebody told you about this knife pause thing?
I spent a lot of time watching the speedrunners who like hold the records for this game, and I just watch them, I see what they're doing, and then I just try my best to replicate it, and just kind of see what I can do. this next zombie, in my mind, is the last zombie that is really a concern. And let's see if I can make him cooperate. See, right there? So what I did with him, if you watch that in slow motion, when I get to that door, I angle myself in, and when his arms are about halfway up, he's in this like animation where he actually can't bite you. And if you slip by him fast enough, he won't bite you. But if you're not fast enough, he does bite you. He's a pain. He's a pain zombie right there.
These RE fans find the most weird things in these games. Like, they find out everything.
So yeah, I just made that mistake there. And the mistake, I can tell you what I did was I knifed him properly, but I went on the inside of him. I should have gone on the outside.
I see.
Just a silly thing, but that's fine. I'll take that bite.
You're still on full. You're still fine, right? No caution.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in good shape still. I would have been in better shape if I didn't get bit by him, but I'm not too concerned. So Lex Arnold, I actually watched. Yeah, I actually watched some of your YouTube videos, and I see you playing this game. What is it like to hear your dad as Albert Wesker?
At first, it sounded really cringe because it was really weird for me to hear my dad just in this random 1996 game. But people are saying that he sounds really bad and that, but he actually sounds alright when I hear him.
So, do you have anything to say about that?
Cringe is a bit embarrassing, right? Cringe means a bit embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like when you hear something, you go, ew. You know what I mean? You're like, ah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's cringe. It's kind of like weird, right? I think.
Kind of.
It's just strange. Right? What is my dad? My dad's coming out of this voice, out of this game, right?
So it's
right.
Yeah.
But then you got used to it, right?
So
I don't think I'll fully get used to it, but
nobody fully gets used to it. So you Resident Evil 1. Yeah. You sound a lot smoother in this voice call than Albert Wesker in this game does, but that's not a bad thing. It's honestly one of the things that people love the most about the classic Resident Evil. Like, the remake of the game is amazing, but the classic, people just love the storylines. Every time that I play this, I get people popping in and they're like, oh, the dialogue, it's amazing, I love it. It's just part of the what people love so much about this game. And one of my favorite things to do is I'll usually like mock what people say in the game. Not mock them in a bad way, but I'll just be like Wesker is actually my favorite one to like kind of mess around with. Like, no, look, you're wrong. Yes, I was formerly with Umbrella. Yes, it's just I love doing it.
No, you're wrong. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh God, hearing that's amazing. So this part right here, you probably know where I am, Lex Arnold.
Oh yeah. Here comes Big Mouth.
yawn.
Yeah. Let's hope I don't mess this up.
Give you full concentration.
So what I'm gonna do a semi-safe strat here. You'll see when I come out of picking up this medallion, I'm gonna take 2 steps into the wall. You'll see me take 1 and 2 steps. And what it should do is when I turn around and exit, Jan should bite, but he'll bite too short. Or he'll bite me and I'll just be an entirely different animal. 1, 2. So let's see if he cooperates. See? You see how he took that little nip? Because of the fact that I did those 2 steps into the wall, it actually manipulated him to take that weird bite.
Oh wow!
That, as dangerous as it seems, is not even the most dangerous strat. The most dangerous strat is you'll instead of taking those 2 steps, you'll just turn the corner and run, and you have to hope that he misses you with his bite. But I'm gonna be
That's right.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I am a million times more comfortable with my run right now because of the fact that I got by the statue zombie and Jan won. I'm feeling good.
That's great.
However,
I'd like to hear that.
yeah. However, you're never speedrun if it was easy, so there's no guarantees. You like
Exactly. You
speed?
can never be too comfortable, right? The moment you're
No,
too
you never
comfortable,
can.
then
You never know when the game's gonna. You never know when the game's gonna make an example of your run.
exactly right. You gotta stay focused. But I can understand, like going back to what you said when you watched I think you said your older brother play, and then you were scared, and then you began to play, and then you got obviously used to the game, and then now you're at a point where you basically annihilate the game.
Yeah, and that's kind of what it is. Yeah, in my mind.
Well, I think it's like I think what it's all about, like just getting over fear. Right? I've talked about this in other interviews. I think Resident Evil forces one to, when you're going through these doors and the unexpected, and you overcome these challenges, and there's a sense of achievement towards that. Just like life itself, right? There's a lot of things that scare us, and
exactly
go through it.
Like right here, you see the servers right here.
Yeah.
I just run right by him, throw these emblems into this plate here, and then I just walk right through the door.
That was fast.
That was
Yeah,
how did you put them in so fast, right? You just put those emblems
Yeah,
in very
I
quickly.
do.
a lot of button mashing. My keyboard is not going to last too long. It's going to have a short life, I'm sure. So the next... Oh, go ahead.
You probably choose your keyboards quite carefully.
Yeah, so I have a gaming keyboard. You might be able to hear the clicking of it. It's kind of a loud one. I have my mic adjusted so you shouldn't be able to hear it, but if you do, that's exactly what it is.
Can't hear it. Can't really. I mean, I can't hear it. Maybe you can, but
I can't hear it.
No.
Well, that's good. I mean, I have my stuff set up properly.
You don't. So you're not. I think when we played with Evansor, right? Last time we did this, for the love of gaming, we spoke with Evansor, and he's actually using a controller. I thought he used the controller upside down or something like that.
Upside down? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, he held it a bit differently. Maybe, or he called it some kind of, I forgot, like some kind of knuckle.
So these guys right here can be a little uncooperative. You see how they're taking a few bites at me. Not a big deal because of the green herb I can grab. Right. This is the only there's two zombies in the game that you have to take a bite. You let them bite you, and this is one of them. I'll show you here. So you let him bite you so that you can push him off. You run by him. You grab this book. I'm gonna aim at him so I can run back, and you see because there's two zombies in there. So you take that bite so that you can push him away, which kind of blocks off the second zombie, and you can slide by him to grab the book. And I've realized that if you press the aim button, it spins you around immediately, and you can just run right by him. So that's a pretty big deal.
Oh no! I took a bite out of crime there. Okay.
Basically, yeah. So we're gonna, in a few minutes here, we're gonna be fighting. Lexonal brought him up earlier, Plant 42, which he is a huge pain. I really am not a big fan of Plant 42 because sometimes he'll work with you, and sometimes he'll just slap you around the room a dozen times and just really kills your run. But as long as he doesn't kill you, you can keep going, and he's never really killed me, to be honest, but hopefully this isn't the first time.
The flame... We killed him through a flamethrower, I think, right? I think that's what we did.
That is an ideal way to kill him. Absolutely.
That's how Barry did it.
Oh, Barry did it.
Yeah.
That's right.
We just got held in the air, and then Barry just came to save the day.
Yeah.
That was Jill that was in the air, right?
Yeah, Jill.
It would have been Chris.
Yeah, we were playing as Jill.
Chris, we killed the roots, no?
Yeah, we killed the root and Chris. Yeah, Jill's quite a lot easier. Yeah, there's less work to do.
But Chris, you notice he gets something. He can definitely take a lot more damage. There's no question about it.
Yeah, Chris can take more damage, but Jill gets help. And I'm gonna be honest, it's been so long I've spent so much time on running my Chris speedrun that I like don't even remember anything about Jill's run. Like I'll watch other people do her run, and I'm like, really? I'm like, that's it? Like that statue zombie that I mentioned earlier. That zombie is only an issue for Chris because Jill just kills it with a flamethrower or a grenade launcher. Okay, I'm gonna use an herb right here, and I'm gonna bring a second one with me just in case Plan 42 is not cooperative. If you're going for the... Go ahead.
The shark will bite you.
Yeah. Well, actually, not even an issue for Chris. I've not been bitten by the shark a single time on any of my runs. And it might just be that... yeah, Neptune is what they call him.
Right, not like Venus or something. Or Neptune.
Neptune underwater. You know, the Neptune is one of the gods, underwater gods. That's for sure. One.
Pablo's right on top of it. He knows all the secrets. So
I never even look it up. It just makes sense to me. You know? Anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, if you know that stuff, yeah, it'll just be pretty simple. So one thing that I wanted to ask, and I saw a video, so I kind of already know the answer, but I wanna hear it from you. So Resident Evil is one of my favorite games. Another game that's really a favorite of mine is the SOCOM series. And one thing that SOCOM 1 and Resident Evil 1 have in common is both of them have the pretty rough story dialogue. Like the way they talk, they just sound pretty, cringy. And it's like, it's something that people love. But when you were doing the voice lines for this game, were you in a room with other people, or were you just like standing there reading a script?
I remember basically being by myself, but it's possible that Jill was there with me sometimes. There was we only had one microphone, so we would have to get out of the way if we,
Oh.
That's the case, but it wasn't like one of those situations where you see on like the behind the scenes of Disney where you have,
Are you ready for this, Lexonal? So let's see if he cooperates. He's already not being very cooperative. But maybe he's getting his hits out early.
I'll get to that answer later on. This is kind of fun, actually.
Not cooperative. So, see, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier when I said sometimes he just, beats you around the ring.
Yeah.
Just let him get it out of his system, I guess.
He is angry.
Shy. He knows you gotta watch it. You just kind of roll with it and hope he doesn't beat you too much. So Planet 42 is an RNG part of the game. See, there's 2 rounds to him. You do that first round, and then you run in, and you do second round, which is usually a lot easier than the first round. So you place yourself in particular spots, and you just hope that he cooperates with you.
Yeah.
You're just under the helicopter blades there.
Basically. See, there you go. So that's Plant 42. And you see I'm in danger, so what I'm going to do is, fortunately, first of all, we're going to be able to see some fine voice acting by Pablo here. So we can all enjoy this.
Wesker.
Fitting image,
Chris,
really.
You're alive.
My words exactly.
Chris, you're alive.
Where's Jill?
If we have the time,
sorry.
we just received a $20 donation from Nuck If You Buck. Here from Dak's SOCOM community.
Nuck!
She's okay.
Thank you, Nuck If You Buck. He's one of my SOCOM
It's
peeps.
not your fault. This place is
All
crazy.
right. Knock If You Buck? Is that that's an amazing name.
Yeah,
I love that name.
Tremendous.
We have to
Tremendous.
complete this mission. Whether we escape or
As ordered,
stay and
by the
look for Jill, we don't have many bullets left.
Nuck If You Buck, thank you so much for that donation.
We are still
Yep. Thanks, brother.
They all appreciate
there are
it,
a lot
man.
of locked rooms in that house. Check
Like
them out
Sonal,
one
how do
at a
you
time.
feel? So I'm assuming you know the overall storyline of the game and what role your dad plays in the game. How do you feel about the fact that right in this
Let's get
moment,
going.
So he says there's a lot of locked rooms in that house, so you should go back and investigate it. So what he's actually doing is he's sending us back in, hoping that we have to fight the hunters. How do you feel about that? Your dad really setting us up to die here.
Yeah, I wouldn't like my dad if he did that.
Not a big fan.
Probably brings back memories growing up here.
I try like
Gotta go to school.
catch a hunter, yeah, in the net, and then just bring it to Albert Wesker, and hopefully he attacks him.
You guys
But
might
yeah,
have
that
lost
whole
game audio
dialogue
there for a
thing-
second, but I fixed it. It keeps changing for some reason, but should be all good. You guys can hear everything just fine, right?
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
But that game audio that you mentioned earlier about the dialogue and stuff, and
Yeah,
like
it cut out when
I
I
mean, the
left
thing is,
it
I
for
lived in
some
Japan
reason.
for many years, right? And when obviously it was a bit strange, Japanese English, but we were so used to doing that, and in different TV commercials or other things that I did in Japan, this kind of strange English it becomes part of what you, for example, you'd say, "Oh, let's drink this for my happy life," like just weird phrases, So that sort of "don't open that door" or "stop it" and all that kind of not natural English.
I'm actually glad you
wasn't
said that.
right,
I'm glad you said that because I
What was
watched
that
some of
thing on
your
the
commercials.
floor?
Oh, that's Hunter.
In the
Oh, that was
alleyway.
the radio.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sometimes he takes a bite of you, no big deal. I watched some of your old commercials, Pablo, and that's a great point. I never even thought about that. Like, that's part of why some of the Resident Evil dialogue is as weird as it is, just because of that, just the Japanese to English translation.
100%. 100%. Like, it cannot be helped. It's like shogunai in Japanese, or shogunai. Like, there's some expressions and things that it's just absolutely Japanese English, no question about it. You just kind of move around that hunter like no problem.
Yeah, some hunters just stand there like
Yeah,
dead.
right.
They just do nothing.
And some, yeah, exactly, right.
Like, there's that one under the stairs where they saved him that just stands there the whole time.
You ready for this, Lex? We're gonna knife him to death, Lex Arnold. I'm sorry, I keep calling you Lex as Lex Luthor. We're gonna knife him to death.
Wow. Really? It's very impressive. Because we tried to kill the dogs with these things and we were useless.
So you see how he keeps going up high? This is honestly... Look at that, I already killed him.
The hardest?
And he didn't even do really anything to me. That is as good of a Yawn 2 fight as you can get. That's like almost perfect. Because what usually happens with him is he'll go down to the ground and you have to keep down swinging at him. And the reason why that's a problem is when he's up high, you're able to do a knife trick where you actually hit him 2 times with one swipe. So you the way you angle your right shoulder, you knife him and you do double damage with one swing. This guy sometimes isn't very cooperative. Oh, there we go. So you knife him twice with one swing if he stands up high, but when he goes down, you can only do one swing, so obviously it takes twice as long. But the fact that I got him to stand up high is awesome. So let's just run right by this guy.
Amazing. And you... Yeah, go ahead, Sloth.
Oh, thank you. We actually just received another $20 donation from the Big Boogie, one of Razor's mods. But the SOCOM community is here to support the streamer. Good luck, brother.
Boogie, thank you so much, man. He's one of my SOCOM buddies. I appreciate that. The SOCOM community is just a bunch of guys where we play that game I talked about earlier. So that's really cool that they're showing.
What game is that? That's SOCOM means.
Well, SOCOM, it's SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. It's you play as a Navy SEAL, but it's a multiplayer game where you just you play 2 teams, and it's like a team deathmatch basically. It's an old game and it's a lot of fun. I have to use my med spray, so I almost forgot that. There we go. Usually you'd use that med spray while you're fighting Yawn in that fight, but the fight went so well that he barely even hit me. So I didn't have to use it. Because usually what will happen if you don't use it, he actually eats you. Because when you get down to a low health, he'll actually try to eat you. So you have to use the med spray.
He just follows you up.
Yeah.
Exactly right. You have to use the med spray to prevent that. All right, let's see if I can get past this guy without getting
Yeah,
bit.
that's
Just kick him out of the way.
There
when
we
you're fighting the hunters, and then you get to like caution, they just swipe and they chop your head off.
Yes.
Oh
So
yeah,
this part.
This is the dramatic entrance to something that's not that.
Oh yeah,
dramatic.
the overhyped zombie.
Yeah, you ready for this? So watch this. No, thank you. I'm leaving.
Right? Yeah, that was a lot of theatrics for not much. I remember when that happened. I was like, uh-oh.
I know. Well, you know
Behind
what my
door number 4
favorite
here is going to be.
Is Tyrant coming? Oh
Yeah.
no, it's just that one that done something.
Oh,
Well, and that's what's funny too. Is if you look at his arm almost looks like a tyrant, like a hunter arm or something.
right.
So just to
Yeah, it
kind of
looks
clear it
good.
up, the reason why I just went into that room and turned around is because you technically. So you know how Chris freaked out when I ran to the first hunter, and he's like, "Oh no, Rebecca, she's still in the house." By going into that room, it makes the game save her. So she actually, so that's how I keep Rebecca alive, because the game is like, oh, you just went into her area, so she's fine. Just like a weird game manipulation. We just bid that guy a good day and we leave. And then this right here, look at this little like loop around. Just run circle right around that hunter. So right here, we're going to drop off a few items, clear up our inventory so we can go underground.
In any sort of past Halloweens, have you dressed up as a Resident Evil character?
I have dressed up as a zombie, and I'm gonna be honest, I was thinking of ways where I could try to look like Albert Wesker for this stream.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't find anything, unfortunately, but I did find this cool Stars shirt.
And we got that Wesker wig for the Halloween special, didn't we?
That's right. I have it in my. Actually, it's poking out of that drawer there.
Oh, a Wesker wig, huh?
Well, it's a Wesker '80s wig. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Want to put it on?
I don't know if I can put it on. Where is it?
Oh, yeah, your headphones.
I love that. Oh, this is incredible.
Basically like this, yeah.
Looks just like
Oh
him.
no, no. I'll put it on.
Yeah.
I don't normally go
Love
this
it.
direction, but these dogs are not very happy with me.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Good.
really weird.
Looking good.
All right. Why not? Hey guys.
You know, like, I feel like I'm looking at Wesker. It's incredible. Do you have a
I
favorite
just
voice
didn't.
line?
You guys are idiots. I love that idiots. The way I say idiots, I think it's fantastic, actually.
Oh, it is amazing.
You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value. Like
Oh
I
my
like,
God.
I like that. But, you know, like,
That is
You just made
incredible.
that day by doing that.
You guys are idiots.
it's
No
like
one
RazorDak,
understands
you're
you.
such an idiot. You're such an
Oh,
idiot.
God, that is
you know?
like-
I actually say that. You know, I actually use that
Yeah.
word, idiot. You know.
Yeah,
You
that
idiot.
people are asking you to call them idiots and so they can be happy.
Exactly. Well, we have this new book out, right? That we created our first merch, which is kind of a little promotion, but
Enrico.
I
with,
saw that.
on the front, and so people have been asking me to like sign, for example, here, stop it, don't open that door, right? That's what it says on this book, right? Stop it, don't open that door, and then stay alert, right? With my, and then Lexano's gonna, write itchy tasty or something on there, but
In red pen.
some people are getting quite creative, like for example, it was this guy named Vincent. He said, I want you to write, Vincent, as my subordinate,
Oh, my
as my subordinate, you have wonderful talent, something like that. I forget the line, but he
No,
wanted to
you're
put his
right.
name in a, right? So that's a good line actually to say that. So Lexano, as my subordinate, you have wonderful talent.
That is
you.
incredible. That is like... As my subordinate, you have wonderful talent.
Exactly. So that's totally Japanese English, 100%, right? Nobody checked this dialogue out. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna start playing around with some of the RE1 remake lines. I've already done one. I'm gonna upload that in my channel, I think, pretty soon. I just took a stab at not going over the top type thing to match the new. But let's face it, RE1 is kind of B movie-esque, right? And so the dialogue seems to work, the delivery, the lines, everything kind of works, right? Obviously, that's why we're playing it and watching it now, 26 years later. But I did do a couple sort of more, some more subdued lines. It came out pretty well. So, I think
That is
we'll-
awesome. I did see that book, and I is so is all of the. It looks like the book is signed. Is that right?
Yeah, we signed each one, right? Lexano signs, I signed. It's my first thing I've ever signed, you see, so as OG Albert Wesker. So it's we're only printing 98. We've sold 62 now or something like that. So we only have like 30 left, and that's it. I don't think we're going to do another.
Took
So,
it easy right there.
so-
He just destroyed he just destroyed the webs for you.
Yeah, so there's actually two things you can do with him. You can let him do all of the work for you. You can literally just run back and forth, and every time he goes to spit, you just run by it and he spits the web. And then you can just keep going back and forth. If you're doing like a no damage run, you can do that. Or if you're trying to speed run, you'll run to it, you'll knife it 2 or 3 times, whatever you can get, and then you get out of his way so that he can break it as well. But yeah, just one of the manipulations of the game that you can take advantage of.
You had to do that one more time here, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was a tricky thing. We had no idea what this other book was. Could not find it, and it's just that extra turn you got to do to turn left here.
When you said one more time just now, I felt like when I was in the go check the house one more time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, exactly. One more time. That's right.
So if you look at the statue and you look at the bottom of it, you see that dark spot. I push it right there every time. And because if you push it right there, what will happen is the wall's going to catch it. And hold on, this is another thing that you do when you're speedrunning, is you take advantage of these
Oh, and you can
springs.
push it forward as well.
Yeah, so you don't have
push it back
to
again.
go too far out of your way.
That's
You know.
cool.
Now you push it, and you already got the book.
I just got another donation. We just got a $42.69 from Perpetual Rookie Mistake. With a
Rookie!
message showing Razor love.
He's been my best friend forever, and he was the best man at my wedding.
Oh wow.
Rookie, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
That's cool.
So
Yeah,
rookie.
thanks to oh,
I was going to say, like, it was an interesting amount that was donated. Is there anything behind that number? Maybe he's donating a different currency?
Yes, actually. That exact total got us to like the grand total of 1,000 for this marathon. Very big milestone.
That's huge. For this particular run here? No.
No. Like overall.
Overall, right? Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. That would be pretty awesome to make 1,000 on this particular run, though.
That would be pretty
That should
amazing.
that should be a
It would
goal in
certainly
the
be
future for us.
crazy.
Clean up here. We have building works going on in our house. It's like a layer of like plaster dust everywhere. Doesn't matter where you are, Anyway,
That's funny.
yeah. You get housework done. That's okay. Here we go. But it's so exciting, like watching the game. When we actually went down here, I remember like, wow, more tunnels, more deeper underground. This was pretty exciting,
Hold up.
when you're playing for the first time, right? I like when he screws up and he goes wha-bang. He just smashes the keyboard down. But you're gonna do it correctly here. But
He's gonna rage quit.
we did Ada, then John, and then he went like boom, like pissed off, and it was like hilarious,
Well,
But,
do you?
so we often make a mistake on purpose,
Yeah, just to
see
see.
smashed.
Well, I love how excited he gets. Yes, I did it
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Thumbs up and stuff. I think isn't it a thumbs up coming up here?
Yeah. He's like, let's go. It
It's a
feels
thumbs
like
up, I think.
Yeah. Like he
It
high
feels
fives
like-
himself.
what?
Like he high fives himself or something.
Wow, you entered that cast that pretty quickly. Here it is.
Well-
Verified. Here's thumbs up. Do it.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, pumped. Oh,
Yeah.
pumped. And yeah, that's
Well-
kind of like an air grab, like in an 80s.
Like who does
80s,
That's like
I'm
let
on
us
go.
It feels like Lex Arnold's too young for this, but when I was in elementary school and we started taking computer classes, I feel like this is like a commercial for how to type on a computer. Good job! You logged in!
You've got mail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
You've got.
well, I mean,
mail.
if you're in elementary school, you said you're 30, so what is that? 20,
So you take a bite on this guy. This is the other
1992
zombie I told you that you take a
1992 or
bite
something
on.
like that.
You have to take a bite on him so you can just skate past him and grab that Mo disc.
Okay.
Just,
what does MO stand for?
That's a great question. I figured out of everyone here, I assumed
call
you
it the
know.
MO, the move over disc. Everybody's been laughing at me. I call it the move over disc.
Well, you know what?
But
That would make
no.
sense because that zombie needs to move over.
He does need move over. Move over.
Look at these guys right here. Leave me
Oh,
alone.
Lexano smashed those guys, but I got to interject here. Sorry.
Double kill.
He double killed those zombies with a shotgun one time in jail.
Oh, that's
he went
awesome.
and both heads flying.
I would
off.
like
That
to
was-
do that every time because if they grab you, it's not a good time.
Oh, these guys are just freaky. These are definitely the most freakish.
I hate
the
these
chimeras.
Chimeras.
Sometimes this guy will jump on my back and just derail me, and I'm not happy about it.
I did some epic dodging here though.
Mm.
This time.
You see how I just had to slide over just slightly because the game was like, no, you're not in the right spot. You see this guy. Oh, look at that. Slide past him. I've had runs where I get this far and I die because I'm leaving this room. I'll be just like so low health.
Oh, right, because you can't. Yeah, you can't. You know, have a very fast time if you ever go to green, right? You've got to go the whole way without getting any damage.
As
minimizing
far as
it.
you can go, ideally, right?
Yeah.
Apparently
I
stands
understand
for Magneto Optical Disc. Tana Bonana. So someone just confirmed what MO means.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Magneto? Is it?
Magneto Optical Disc. Man, Umbrella was just ahead of their time with their fancy equipment.
Well, Japanese, they love that sort of disc. You know, it's very similar to a mini disc, right? That stuff. So yeah.
Oh, this is the part in this speedrun that you can just go to the toilet, isn't it?
This one, I think the
Yes.
longest one is yeah.
Yeah, this is
As my
Yeah,
subordinate,
you just
as
go
my
to the
subordinate.
wonderful talent.
You have wonderful talent.
For a company like Umbrella and Wesker.
You were formerly with Umbrella. I love this.
I want to hear it more.
Since when have you been an Umbrella agent? And a traitor to the stars?
Now you're wrong. I was formerly with Umbrella, yes.
Yes. I love that response.
Face anyway. Even getting rid of you vigilante stars.
Stars.
Now, the worst possible situation has occurred. The failure of
And now, the worst possible situation has occurred.
weapon, polluting the entire lab.
No, the worst happened with the tyrant virus. I lost some of my stars team members because of it.
You killed them with your
Your
own
own hands.
Did you kill Enrico?
Really?
Yeah. Like
this.
This really surprised me when he shot Rebecca. I was like genuinely like, whoa.
I'll kill you.
Pablo's like, I
yeah.
can't stand behind this. I can't stand behind this.
Walk.
Walk.
I don't think you'd shoot.
Yeah, it's shooting a woman. I just like, dude, you know, you must have like, you know, I was quite low of Wesker actually. You know?
Yeah.
Is this?
My
That's right.
That's
two
right.
favorite
Ultimate
my
life
two
form.
favorite lines of the game are about to come up. My two favorite lines right here.
Oh yeah.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Wesker,
How he's just like so his ego is so hurt.
You're
Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop it.
say this failed
Don't laugh at me.
is your savior?
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Stop it.
You can make sure yourself.
So,
I like it when Wesker says, "Go to hell."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is a good one.
Like it was so unexpected. It just like little line just like crept in like, "Go to hell."
Go to hell.
Go-
At the last second.
go to hell. Jill will be
That's
there
right.
soon.
All right. This is where he says, "Don't come this way."
Yes, and it's amazing. Well, I just love my favorite part too. Is I love how when he says "go to hell," and the tyrant stops and just looks at him, and he's like, "What? Don't come this way." Yeah. The tyrant's like, "What did you just say?"
Go to hell.
Go to hell.
And the head turn like, "What did you just say?"
What?
Don't come this
This
way.
way. And
I
now
actually
my
remember
favorite
recording
line
it.
from
You're
Chris.
from the film.
My favorite line from Chris.
You can't kill me.
Right.
Now
you
we're just
can't
gonna run
kill
around
me.
Wesker's dead body.
Now, wow.
So I messed that up, and I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna run by him.
You
So
spammed so many bullets.
Unbelievable.
Bam, bam, bam.
yeah, so that's quick firing. Quick firing with your pistol. It's kind of tough to get down. It's easy to mess up. If you mess up, then if you don't mess up, you can. I can knock him down before he makes his way around Wesker's body. I can knock him down so fast. But I've also had times where I knock him just before he gets to me. Like, it's that close, but I didn't want to risk it just now. Because he hits you fast. He can, like, double
He
or
does,
triple
yeah, no,
hit you.
What, Rebecca?
we got hit so many times.
It like
A research file in this lab. It said that a
Something
great deal
kills
of
you.
research
I mean,
on
you
the
just-
tyrant virus exists right here. We should blow this place up.
Do we remember this line? I guess so.
I remember this line.
Well, you probably play as Jill a lot, don't you?
Yes, sir. I'll set off a triggering
Well, we-
system for a
We've only done
bomb.
one each.
Yeah,
We don't really do it much.
We haven't played again. Did Jill once, and well, over 8 episodes we did 8 Jill, and then 6 episodes with Chris, and now we've
And
just
the best moments.
and anybody watching, if they're interested in watching RE2 episode 1 Leon on Lexonal's channel, Lexonal, that's LEXONAL.
NAL.
That's right, Lexonal. If you go to his channel tonight, 7 p.m.
Ooh.
GMT, we're gonna play. It's gonna be live. You know,
Oh.
our first Leon episode.
Yeah.
Episode 1. It's gonna be awesome.
Is that on YouTube or is that on Twitch?
That's on YouTube. That's on YouTube. Yeah, sorry, it's on YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
YouTube 7 p.m. Exactly.
Resident Evil 2
Premiere,
is actually
7
my
p.m.
favorite Resident Evil. Is this the original
It
or
is
is this
good.
the remake?
This is the original.
Oh,
We're playing
even
only original
better.
stuff. Yeah. We're playing original
Oh my-
Leon A.
That's so creepy.
Yeah.
You want to see something that's
know
fun? You want to see something
Yeah.
fun?
Yeah. Talk to me.
These guys right here.
Oh, here we go.
Oh man.
Man.
How many are there?
Man.
There are
Wow.
4 zombies in there. And that room
And
is
you-
so dangerous because if one bites you, they all will bite you because as soon as you shed him off, the other one's waiting right there for you.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
So
we
that
forgot
room's
Jill
dead.
last time.
You forgot Jill?
Now, is Chris and Jill,
Venusaur.
are they
Ah, yes. Wesker
What?
Venusaur? Is he in?
He's in the chat right now.
I know.
Oh.
He was talking about you
Very
earlier,
good.
Venusaur or Evanusaur. I guess I don't know if it's Venusaur or Evanusaur
No,
now.
Venusaur.
But you
We
said
call him Venusaur.
Venu.
Yeah.
That's what's it called? Pokemon thing.
Yes.
Yeah, Pokemon character.
Oh yeah, he was a Pokemon character.
Yeah, the Venusaur thing.
Yeah.
I learned
good
something
guy.
the day. He's acting like she's like, look at those monsters. It's like, what is really down there?
Yeah, I know exactly. I know. It's just the exaggeration again. Yeah.
So
By the way, what's your fastest time in Resident Evil?
43:37 is my fastest
Whoa.
time. 43
Dude,
minutes 37 seconds.
And you're gonna be about 45 now. I mean, I guess we're talking and all that. So.
Yeah, probably. I've taken my time on some stuff. I've taken some safe routes, and I've also like paused and stuff just to talk. But
we went on Vensel's. He interviewed us one time. He got like 39:30 on the interview.
On Jill, I think.
Oh, yeah, on Jill. Jill is actually can be a faster run than Chris.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Check this. This one you can mess up, but it's not too dangerous.
Are you gonna shoot him or knife him? If you knife him. Oh, you're shooting. You're just unloading on the guy. Dude!
And you see now he...
Dude. Oh, right.
He's stuck.
Oh, he's stuck.
Look at that. Is that Usain Bolt?
Yeah. Oh, see. Sometimes you mess up that shot.
Oh, that posture.
Kill them, destroy the monster with it. And then he just runs right by me.
Is that Brad? Is that supposed to be Brad?
That's Brad, yep.
Somebody said that I got some comment saying that that's actually Clay's voice. Clay Alarcon did Brad Vickers. I'm not so sure. I'm going to want to listen to that again. It doesn't sound like Clay, but Clay did Richard for sure. Because I know Clay very well, you know. So
poor Richard didn't make it too far.
Yeah, poor Richard. Yeah, Richard.
They're like, we need you to play this guy, but there's like 5 lines. He had like 5 lines total.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's not very many. I mean, I did a lot more lines than actually what I see in the game. I remember somebody sent me like the game console lines, and there's quite a few lines that aren't. You don't hear.
Also too, what it probably is as well is like there's so many different things you can do in a game to get different cutscenes and stuff. So I bet you that to find all of the lines would actually be kind of difficult.
Yeah, be tough, eh? Right. There he is.
There's Rebecca, Chris, Jill. Wesker is to be seen again.
Survival thing.
Do we find is Wesker in RE2? No.
He does not make an appearance in RE2, but he makes an appearance in not in RE3. RE4 he makes an appearance. Venusaur loves the hair, Pablo.
Venus, I decided to go. This is my lose my Halloween costume for. You know, for when we played Jill, right? When we played Jill, we had a Halloween special, and so I came up with this hair, and so happened to be in the drawer, and pop it on now. Why not?
Yeah.
So, but actually, that was really fantastic. That was really fantastic. I really enjoyed watching you just zip through that. How does it feel for you, like just to do that? You know, were you?
Well, to be honest, I mentioned how there's a lot of RNG, so a lot of randomness to the game. This was almost as good as it could go. If I was trying to get my personal best, if I was trying to beat my fastest, I could have definitely have done it on this one if I like hyper focused. Just because things went so well. Well, Plant 42 wasn't very cooperative actually. Overall, it went very well, and it felt good. I'm glad. I was nervous that I would get bit by Yawn or something silly would happen. And I would be like, oh, great, you know. Because I was warming up earlier, and the game was not being very kind to me. Getting ready for this. So I'm glad the game cooperated.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand loud now. Okay.
Thank you, Venusaur.
Music is so good.
It is really good.
It is good.
If you, Pablo, what would you say is your favorite line that you had in all of this game?
Yeah, I think that idiot's line is probably my favorite. You know, I also like Barry. Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever. I like that fool, and I like idiot as well. You know, the idiots. You guys
45
are
minutes.
45 minutes.
So a little bit longer than
Like
I planned by about a minute and a half, but
RazorDak is
we
such
we
an
did
idiot.
come under the 6 hour mark though. We did come under the 6 hour mark,
Just,
which is my goal.
just 5 hours. You did it, and we
We
are.
will
I
send
guess
you a
I did.
trophy.
I appreciate that.
You did it. You did really great. You know, it was really fun to watch because it was like watching. It's like those things, those YouTube videos where you see somebody's face, and the guy takes a shot of his face every day for like 7 or 8 years, and you
Mhm.
see
Yeah.
and you see this guy's life just kind of go by
Yeah.
in like 3 minutes, right? I felt like we just watched Chris's life, like our Chris adventure of 6 hours. I felt like I was
Yeah.
watching that run going so fast. It was a little bit like watching a guy's face, taking a shot of a guy's
I mean,
face
as they
every
got
day.
a video on YouTube, this is a guy that from 12 years old to like 30.
Exactly. That's what I felt like right now.
Yeah.
It's like I just watched Chris from 6 hours to 45 minutes. You know, but that's
That
good.
is a funny thing. That's like one reason why I like speedrunning too. I do the same thing on Resident Evil 2. To a degree. I'm working once I feel like I've mastered this game, I'm gonna move on to Resident Evil 2, which is my favorite Resident Evil.
But you've played this. When you say mastered, that means you must have played Chris easily 500 times. Easily.
Oh, probably
1,000.
easily, yes. But when I say mastered, I mean like I wanna on speedrun.com I wanna place very highly. Right now I could place
Okay.
about number 12, and I would like to try to get a little bit higher before moving on.
The
For the
speedrunners
fastest
are
run.
Japanese. Some of them must be Japanese, no? You
I
would think.
bet you. I think some of them are. They're
Yeah.
all over the
Don't they
place
have
for
locations? Don't they have
regions and
locations?
locations and stuff. Yep.
Yeah. You showed me that list once, and I was like so surprised when I saw these times of.
You know, like 3805 or something.
Yeah.
I used to swim. I used to swim competitively. It kind of reminded me of like the 50 freestyle, like 10 years old. All these different the actual
Oh yeah,
times were
all
like
the
it was like a
times.
sporting event. You know, it was like a sporting event. It's like right, amazing, just amazing. So you're gonna are you gonna play some more games just on your free time today after you've done this? Like, what will you do now?
Probably
Kinda
yeah. I'll probably I'm gonna watch the rest of the For the Love of Gaming marathon. And
Yeah.
what time, Lexonal, are you streaming tonight on your YouTube? What time was it?
Well, the video premieres at 7 p.m.
Oh.
GMT.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
uploading a video. You're not going to be streaming it live, or you will be?
No. He'll. I think we'll be in the chat maybe.
Yeah, in the
chat
talk.
and stuff. But we do the 2 hours of playtime. Then we edit it down to about 70 minutes this time, 75 minutes, right?
Okay.
And yeah, just some fun edits and some little Michael Jackson, if people like Michael Jackson, little Michael Jackson's inside there and stuff. So because I'm a child of the 80s. Well, of course, I was born in 71, but there's a lot of things I see in Resident Evil that remind me of videos. They clearly they got inspired from certain videos, movies to make the characters, right? And so I felt like when I saw those zombies, I felt like it looked like Michael Jackson's Thriller to me. It looked like they all look like Thriller characters, So
Yeah.
there's a little cut towards Michael Jackson's Thriller in this video tonight is a kind of a fun little thing. So it's stuff like that when I'm just making up stuff as we go along with everything reminds me of something, and I think Leon reminds me of David Bowie. That was something I mentioned. He looks like David Bowie to me.
That's funny.
It's like, let's dance. Yeah. That's good. Now it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, really amazing to meet you guys. Really is. This has been just easily one of my best streaming experiences. Like, you're
fantastic.
You're by far the most amazing person that I've met through my stream, and I really appreciate meeting both of you. This has been a pleasure. I would love to try to connect with you guys again at some point. So maybe sometime in the future, if you guys have the time, maybe. I hope you guys have a great time. on your RE2 playthrough. That's my favorite Resident Evil, like I said, Lexonal. That's my favorite one, so I'm definitely going to watch that. I'll try to figure out the time conversion because I don't know what GMT is in my
GMT
time.
is so it's fine. It's EST. If well, you're
Oh,
on
it is
Eastern Standard Time, so
EST.
2 p.m.
So,
So 2
like,
p.m. 2 p.m. today for you. 2 p.m.
oh, all right. Well, I plan on being there and checking out that video
Yeah.
because I do love that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's you know, I'm just sitting there with Lexonal, as you've probably seen if you've seen any other videos.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching him play and providing some kind of commentary while he goes at it, and we sort of figure out the puzzles together, and sometimes you get one, sometimes I figure it out. And
Yeah, for RE2, we can't really like get headshots on the zombies
oh, that's true actually.
because the gun points up really high. It doesn't actually get the zombies' heads, which is quite annoying.
Use the shotgun as your best bet. And wait until they're like within like 2 feet of you and just aim up.
Right.
Yeah.
So we haven't got the shotgun yet, though. We haven't
Yeah.
we haven't figured out. Well, don't tell us where it is. Don't tell us where it is because
I don't remember
we're trying to
off the
go
top
into
of
this
my
thing
head.
is
Yeah,
we're
I
trying
don't
to
want
go
to
through this
spoil anything.
completely blind. No, it's but it's a lot of it's just great fun. And you're really thrust into the action with RE2 like right away. He's on the street and
Absolutely.
zombies are at him. It's like there's no like little sort of easy fourth pathway before you enter danger. You are right into the action. Gun shop kendo.
Oh,
And
yes.
yeah, no, it's a lot of, yeah, it was good. So I think so if anybody's you know still there, check it out tonight, 7 p.m. Lexonals on Lexonal's YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I did just
Watch
post
it.
the link in there.
Yeah. And if you want to
As
see
well.
my channel too, Pablo Kuntz on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah,
you can do
both
that
of them
too.
are there. Same command from last event, so already had it all set up and ready to go. But yeah, thank you both so much for being here, and RazorDak for also obviously running it. Soaring Sloth, I just realized I didn't end up changing the overlay, but
It's
it was
fine.
Soaring
It's
Sloth here,
105.
not Moonrunes. But
Illusion.
yeah, up next we've got Toka 2 Touring Cars with the BPG. So again, Pablo, thank you so much for being here, and apologies for the delay
No problem.
with the
No problem.
schedule there.
We work it out. So it's all good.
Yeah,
It's all good.
everything went good. So
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
thank you so
Pleasure
much.
meeting you, RazorDak, and Soaring Sloth as well. Thanks for joining us, and
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for
Perfect.
being here. This has been amazing. It's a pleasure.
Great.